What if your AI agent could call any API on the internet, run custom code, search the web for real-time information, and even delegate tasks to other agents? In Crystal AI, all of this is possible through tools. Tools are the superpowers you give your agents. Without tools, an agent can only generate text. With tools, it can take action in the real world. In this video, we'll explore all 4 tool types that Crystal AI supports and show you exactly how to configure each one. Crystal AI supports 4 distinct tool types, each designed for a specific use case. First, REST tools let your agent call any HTTP API, whether it's a weather service, a database, or your own backend. Second, JavaScript tools run custom logic in a secure Node.js sandbox, perfect for data transformation and calculations. Third, web search tools give your agent access to real-time web information through providers like Brave or SerpAPI. And fourth, agent tools enable delegation, allowing one agent to hand off tasks to another specialized agent. Let's dive into each one. The REST tool type is probably the one you'll use most often. It lets your agent make HTTP requests to any API. Here's a weather tool definition. We give it a name, set the type to REST, and provide the URL with a placeholder for the city parameter. We specify the HTTP method, define the parameters the agent needs to fill in, map those parameters to query params, and optionally extract just the data we need from the response using a response path. That's it. Your agent can now check the weather for any city. Sometimes your agent needs to do some computation or data transformation that doesn't require an API call. That's where JavaScript tools come in. They run code in a secure Node.js VM sandbox, completely isolated from your system. Here's a date parser tool. We define the parameters it accepts, and then write the actual JavaScript code inline. The code receives the input, processes it, and returns the result. The sandbox ensures the code can't access the file system, network, or anything outside its scope. It's safe, fast, and perfect for logic that lives close to your agent. Web search tools are the simplest to configure but incredibly powerful. They give your agent the ability to search the internet for real-time information. You just specify the tool name, set the type to web_search, and choose a provider. Crystal AI supports Brave Search and SerpAPI out of the box. The agent automatically formulates search queries based on the conversation context, and the results come back as structured data the agent can reason about. No URL parsing, no HTML scraping, just clean search results. The agent tool type is where things get really interesting. It lets one agent delegate a task to another specialized agent. Think of it like a manager assigning work to team members. The parent agent decides when delegation is needed, picks the right subagent, and sends it a task. The subagent completes the work and returns the result. This is the foundation of multi-agent workflows in Crystal AI. A research agent can delegate fact-checking to a dedicated fact-checker, or a coding agent can hand off testing to a QA agent. Each agent stays focused on what it does best. Now that we've defined our tools, how do we give them to an agent? It's as simple as listing them in the agent's YAML configuration. Here's a researcher agent that has access to web search and the date parser tool. The tools array references tool names that match your tool YAML files. When the agent runs, Crystal AI automatically loads the reference tools, generates the correct function schemas for the LLM, and handles all the tool call routing behind the scenes. You define once, and Crystal does the wiring. Let's see it all in action. When we send a message to our researcher agent, the LLM analyzes the request and decides which tools to use. It might first call web search to find relevant information, then use the date parser to format some dates from the results. Each tool call happens automatically. The agent receives the tool results, reasons about them, and produces a final response that combines everything. All of this happens in a single conversation turn, completely transparent to the user. Let's recap. Crystal AI gives you 4 tool types: REST for API calls, JavaScript for secure code execution, web search for real-time information, and agent for delegation to other agents. Each tool is defined in a simple YAML file and attached to agents by name. In the next video, we'll explore Crystal Studio, the built-in dashboard that lets you test your agents and tools visually. See you there!